What's up, everybody? I'm a minute late. Son of a... That's close. That's pretty good. I mean, between yesterday and today, like, you know, I'm a professional or something. Not showing up 20 minutes late. Any of you guys show up 20 minutes late to your jobs? Anyway. Dearest at Marvel Champions. I don't know what I'm doing. Dearest at Marvel Champions. I think the Abyss will be too easy. Step your game up and give us a real challenge, punk. Yes, I am now live. Okay. I think the Abyss will be too easy. Step your game up and give us a real challenge, punk. Tweet. That's how you send a tweet out right there, man. Tell our Marvel Champions to send me more Advil. Oh no, Dragon. He sent over. Oh, he sent over $2 too, saying don't forget to get your guess in. That's true. I haven't got a guess in. Oh man, is it cheating if I've waited this long? Now I have more intel, potentially, if I ask you what your score is. Slap. Thank you very much for the 2. Sorry to hear about your head. I'm guessing you got a mean headache, an end of grind headache going or something. No, I'm not cheating at all. People have until 1 hour before the arena ends to submit their guesses or change their guesses. Okay. All right. After the stream, I'm gonna get my guess in. All right, cool. Feeling pretty nutty about the Abyss, a little bit. Sometimes you feel like an abyss. Sometimes you don't. All right, let's see. Stubbs Man, first one in here, followed by London Reed, Big Joe, Miro Watang. I love saying your name. It's probably very wrong. I'm saying it probably doesn't sound like that at all. I don't know, but I love saying it. We got Shark in here. We got Chris, Dragon, Rabato. We got Raph in here. How about Abyss? Or how about Abyss but itemless? Maybe that's probably a little too hard. Oh no, not a headache. 2 very sore hands. Aha. Okay. All right. Well, that's good at least. You know, maybe it's not really a good thing, but sore hands is like it's like a battle wound from the arena. You know, headache would just be annoying. Shane sent it over 2 as well, saying Wall of the People. Shane, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining the wall. All right, let's get started. Okay, Abyss, but unitless. I might actually do that. I've been thinking about my plans for the Abyss, and unitless, I might do. We'll see. Alright. First off, I gotta dump some energy. So let's do that. Let's hit this quest up. And ditch some of this energy. Straight up the middle seems to be my only path. Wait, are there 2 paths up the middle? Cause the 2 teleports? Is that what this is? What's going on here, man? Oh no. Okay, I see. It's one of those take the left side first, then the right side type of thing. Got it. Dingus. What is this dingus remark about? Star. Miro Watang sending over £2, saying, "Hey you," the pair. Miro, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You know what I think of when I say your name? I think of I think of like someone like cracking a whip or something like that. I don't know why, but just the way it rolls off the tongue, like Miro, what dang, you know? That's what I think of. For some reason, it's fun to say. Alright, boys and Dad. I'll return again in a few months. Wow, alright. Well, it's good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Lola, where's she at? She's sleeping right now. Wu-Tang Clan? Not exactly, but now that you say it. Now I'm going to be thinking about that too. Have you gotten all the titles from the event yet? All the titles from the event yet? Are there more than one? Are you talking about just like the monthly event quest? If so, I haven't gotten either of the titles. If there are other titles, then I don't know what those are. I don't even know. Sidonian. I think it's Sidonian, or is it Sidonian? Either way, man, thank you very much for hitting that member button. I appreciate that. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana. Or... Wait, you already were a member, right? Good to be back. Aha! You were a member. Well, thank you very much. Your continued support. Please continue enjoying your banana, along with all of those fantastic custom emojis. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Titles in Acorns spending milestones. I didn't know there was titles there. I haven't spent any acorns. I don't know what I'm doing with the acorns. Of course, you know, I'm gonna try to get the 1 million to get the Awakening gem. I think I'll be able to do it, but yeah, for now, I don't know. I'm just kind of hoarding acorns, you know, the usual. BG, you doing Variant 4 tomorrow? Is tomorrow Sunday? Yep, I'll be doing that. Variant 4, followed by some Squirrel Girl testing at night. Ooh, maybe some Squirrel Girl gameplay during the day, too, actually. If I get her and rank her up, take her to rank 4, could maybe use her in the 4-star area. Maybe. We'll see. Because now that I'm thinking about it, the rewards don't come in right away, right? Like, I might do that day stream before I even have the character. I heard from a guy who cleans the windows of the building in Cleveland that some guy works in that you left for Loki to be the Cleveland Browns' next head coach. These rumors. They're true. But it's not the head coach. It's the special teams coach. Can't believe these rumors, how things spread, and the game of telephone and all that. Hoarding acorns like a squirrel, basically. Are there any MCOC emojis? I mean, not officially. Like, some of these are MCOC related. I put a couple in the chat. But yeah, it's funny because like you know, technically you're not allowed to use that stuff. Like you're not allowed to use it's like copyrighted content, right? So like if Kabam wanted to, they could be like, yeah, you need to stop using those. I don't know if they care enough, but yeah. Avery Lopez. Gee, excuse me. But Avery Lopez sent it over too. Thank you very much. Saying, which variant would you recommend first? Probably Variant 4. I think Variant 4 and Variant 3 are easier. actually. I'm going to do that. Or that. Okay, technically variant, well, okay, actually, hold on, let me start over. Technically, the variance that's the easiest kind of depends on the champions that you have, but typically, variant 4 is considered the easiest, followed by variant 3, followed by variant 2, followed by variant 1. I mean, the only thing I can really say for sure is that variant 1 is the hardest of all the variants. Feels like it's a step up above the others. But yeah, variant 4 is probably what I recommend going with. If you have a strong tech champion like a high-ranked Sentinel or high-ranked Ghost or something like that, then variant 3 might be easier. But yeah. Thank you very much for the 2. Is that Gloria, man? Sending over 20 big ones, Glory. And I heard you left for Loki because you wouldn't send enough, I'll just say, won't send enough Richard picks. But what do I know? There we go. There, it's clean enough, right? Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't meet the quota. It's pretty strict. It's pretty strict. The chat, the 4 Loki chat, it gets, you know, it gets pretty intense at times. But Glory, dude, what's up, man? Thank you very much for the 20 big ones, man. That is very kind of you. Acorn picks? Yeah, there we go. Acorn picks. Jay Divine sent it over 3 as well, saying, "What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? Can you please say in a very enthusiastic voice, 'Don't touch that mouse'?" Badlands Chugs is back? What the heck does that mean? Alright, you know what? Let me do this again. "Don't touch that mouse! The Badlands Chugs is back." Is that good? I have no clue what that means. I'm assuming there was a cheese incident where you were maybe possibly melting and chugging cheese, and a mouse came through. I have no idea where this is going. But Jay, thank you very much for the 3, man. I appreciate it, man. Shark sent over 2 as well, saying next, please. Okay. Shark. Oh, here we go. It's right after it. I don't know why I wasn't seeing it. So on a scale of 1 to yes, should I make myself a PB&J sandwich and chocolate milk? I already ate 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago? Dude, that might as well have been last year. 2 hours ago? Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, make another sandwich and chocolate milk. Of course. Kind of a question is that? Alright, I'm going to do this before I hit the arena. I'm going to get some nuts. I'm going to change up my team here. Let's throw in some of my top champs. Actually, I'll probably throw in a pretty similar team to what I threw in last time. Mostly Omega Red, and then let's grab Hype. Yeah. Let's do this. Stream starts to be brutal lately. I mean, it's like PG-13, you know. Alright, let's see. Oh, we don't have a thing as the final boss. Good. Okay, cool. Different this time. Good stuff. What up, BG? Been a bit? Cloud of Contempt, it has been a bit. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well. He's a famous chugger on YouTube who drinks things by the gallons. He's nuts, literally. What the? Really? By the gallons? I can't even imagine. Like, people try to do that whole gallon challenge with milk. And people can't even handle that. What the heck is... I'm very curious. I wish we were on Twitch right now, so I can go check it out and put a clip on screen or something. I guess I would also have to have OBS fixed to do that too, but... Alright, what do we got here with Ultron, redoubled, and whatever. Let's just go. Is Mr. Fantastic worth a Science Awakening gem? I don't actually know. I don't even... To be honest with you, I don't even remember his Awaken ability. I haven't played him, or even really thought about him, beyond my limited testing stream with him. So I don't really know. Can't remember how... actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to go to Aunt May right now and look up what his Awaken ability even is. While I'm doing these fights. Because I need to know. Let me see. His Awaken ability is... Mr. Fantastic gains an additional flat 20% chance to evade any unblockable attack. This increases by 3% every time the opponent starts an unblockable hit, capped at 50% for basic attacks. That doesn't seem too important. And then Mr. Fantastic's offensive power rate is increased by 10 to 50% for each careful study passive on the opponent. That sounds kind of important. I don't know how good Mr. Fantastic is the thing. He seems like he's at least a decent champion, but I don't know exactly where he measures up compared to some of the other champs in the game, some of the more popular characters. So still don't really know if it's worth awakening. He's cool though. I wish I had him as a 5-star. One of my more desired champs, I would say. But yeah, I'm kind of inclined to say save the awakening for another champ, but I don't know if that's correct to say or not. You might need to spend some time with him or check with someone else that has the character at a high level, you know. Okay, BG, gotta catch the train. See you on the flip. Alright, Miro Watang. I'll see you later. BG, please read. I'm only gonna read this because you asked me to. I pulled a 5-star Corvus Glaive, and I like turtles. Nice, man. Congrats. I'm liking turtles. As far as pulling Corvus Glaive, Dysentery Joe. Send it over $1. Thanks, man. Where's your last one at? There is no last one. This can't be. Dysentery Joe, did your message go through? I have it set to live chat and not top chat, so it should be showing. Does anyone else see Dysentery Joe's message? Because I got nothing here, man. I got nothing. Is that a Dreamin' Raid I see? Hashtag Dreamin' Raid. Thanks. Thanks, guy. Hashtag Dreamin' Sucks Raid from Katie Candy. Well, thank you very much. Welcome, Dreamin' and Dreamin' Sucks Raiders. Sly Exotic Yo sending over 2, saying turtles. Turtles. Turtles indeed, man. Or turtles in time, maybe. Speaking of turtles, I sent this out in a tweet not too long ago. But if you guys have not already seen it, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original movie, the first movie, is available on Netflix right now. And it's fantastic. It holds up. Maybe it doesn't hold up in everyone's opinions, but to me it holds up. And it's great. I like to watch it every year. But Sly Exotic Yo, thank you very much for the 2. Mo the Awesome sending over $1 as well. Saying, hey BG, it's been a bit. Been busy with 6.2 100%. Got the first 3 quests 100%. 6.2.4 at 80%. Scared for champion boss. Ah, you got it, man. He's easy. He's actually a nightmare. Make sure you practice. Skill, Mystic class, lacking. However, took Morningstar to rank 4, so she and Voodoo will help. Yeah, Morningstar is actually really good for that fight. Of course, you got to get her built up, but she's one of the best in my opinion. Easily in the somewhere in the top 5. I don't know exactly where. She's way up there though. She's good. Good luck, man. I believe in you. Just remember that as you're getting ready to do the fight. I believe in you. But seriously, make sure to do some practice duels. If you do some practice duels and stuff like that, watch some videos beforehand. It'll save you a lot of resources when you're fighting the champ. Yeah, man, thanks for the buck. There's a couple more messages. Hang on, I want to see. Actually, want to check and see if Dysentery Joe ever got something through. Am I scared of recoil? Nah, let's throw some L1s. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, use your special. Oh, no, buddy. Oh, now I'm scared of recoil. Scared of this guy's special 3. Named recoil. I still don't see anything from Dysentery Joe. I wonder if he has too many subscribers that he can't enter the chat. Is that what's going on? Alright, get out of here, Mephisto, man. Nobody likes you. I actually kind of like Mephisto. But alright, couple more super chats. Man, thank you guys. Tyler Buffkin sending over 2. Saying, hey BG, any advice on doing uncollected 100%? Oh man. The thing is, I haven't even started uncollected. So I don't have much for advice. Ice Ice Baby, or is that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? That's the second one. Secret of the Ooze. It holds up because you haven't watched a movie since. Fair. But I also do really like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. I think I like the second one better than the first, which I think a lot of people like the first one actually better. But anyway, Tyler, yeah, man, I wish I had some better advice for you. I do know there's some there's usually videos put out very quickly on how to beat the especially the new characters on the uncollected difficulty, or any standout characters. So yeah, I'd recommend taking a look for those videos. Outside of that, general advice: take your time with it. I think some people tend to feel the need to kind of rush through sometimes, when the reality is you got all month. If you start now and so I'm gonna say, if you need to take some time to build up your revive stash or something like that, and take all the time in the month that you need. As far as specific advice, I got nothing, man. Sorry, I wish I had more info. But thank you very much for the 2. Delithius sending over a buck as well, saying hashtag #FChampion. Yeah, a little bit. I have fun fighting him, but yeah. At the same time, I understand. That dude is, he's brutal. Cloud Contempt sending over a buck as well, saying, also finally pulled the 5-star Void, can rank 5 gem, awaken gem, and Sig to 180. Damn, dude, you got some Sig stones lying around. But I also have the 6-star. Think that'd be worth it? Well, a high Sig 5-star is going to be better than a low, or especially no Sig 6-star. So Yeah, it's still it's definitely worth it with the 5-star, but you know, not everybody uses Void. I remember some alliance mates. Well, back when I wasn't an alliance, but some alliance mates, you know, they got Void kind of long after Void came out and everything, and they were waiting all this time to you know, to awaken him and all that, and then they did. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized this fight's gonna be a nightmare. Fender shrugs off debuffs 80% sooner. I'm not gonna be able to get a heavy attack off, am I? You know, let's use Void. Wait, what was the other node? Aspect of Evolution? Okay, let's try Void. Anyway, yeah, some people, by the time they were able to get Void and Awaken and stuff like that, they didn't really need him anymore. And didn't really make too good of use of Void, and kind of, you know, Void just kind of sat on the sidelines for them. So you know, only awaken and rank up and stuff like that if you think that you're actually going to use the champ, I guess is what I'm saying. You know, it's any champion too. It's not just Void. Any champion, no matter how good they are, you may not need them depending on the other champions you have ranked up and all that stuff. Dude, I really like Guillotine's Special 1. It reminds me of like an old school, I don't know, like Sega Genesis game or something. Like, I mean, of course the graphics are way better, but just the animation reminds me of like some kind of old school platformer type of ability. But yeah, I hope you understand what I'm talking about with the whole Void thing. Always think about what's going to change for your account if you awaken and rank up that champ and stuff. And you could always wait, you know, even if you, let's say you decided that, no, you don't really need Void right now. Well, in the future you probably will at some point, you know. So you can just save the resources until that day comes. Or just say the heck with it and rank him up, because he's a pretty badass champ. But alright, what is this fight? Elsa, Rage, and yeah, this is fine. That's a generic gem, by the way. Okay. Yeah, that makes it even, I mean, like I said, Void's still 100% worth it. But, as long as you're gonna use the champ, is he worth it? Alright, I can't really hit her again, because that's gonna trigger Final Rage. But I can do that. There we go. Haven't used a 6-star in a while because I haven't needed to. Not playing Alliance War. I guess I should wait to see what I need. He's just one of my faves. I mean, if he's one of your faves, I mean, listen. Anytime you really like a champion, like, hey, Man Thing here, well, that changes things too. If you like a champion and they're a good champion, sometimes you just say the heck with it. And even if you don't have an immediate need for them, just go for it. Is your 6-star awakened though? Because I mean, if your 6-star is not awakened, Void pretty much needs to be awakened. Or is your 6-star actually awakened? Wow, this Man Thing is so much easier to fight than the thing that I've been fighting the other 2 days. Holy crap. This guy's going down so much faster. PG, who's better for the monthly quests? Legend Run, Corvus or Ghost? Corvus or Ghost, both 565. I don't know for sure. I think Corvus. But I don't really know. I only have one of the two to compare, and honestly, I've never. By the time I got Corvus, I didn't really need him for. Well, I didn't need to do. I didn't need any champion for a Legends run anymore. Not a monthly Legends run, at least. All right, I'm gonna dump the rest of my energy here too before we hit the arena, 'cause why not? I'm mostly done with my arena grind anyway. I'm at a little over 10 million for 4-star Squirrel Girl. So if I just run through all my 5s, I'll have plenty, I think. Alright. One little potion over here. Might as well get it. 6-star Unawakened, but I made him work with Resonate / Inequity and using his special 2s instead. Ah, screw it, he's going up. Yeah, man, if you like Void, I mean, dude, it's gonna be... Yeah, your 6-star Void just got retired, basically, man. Your 5-star is gonna be way better. Supposed to be 20. Wait, what's supposed to be 20? Hate 6 stone crystals, open 203. Got 1 mutant. What? Oh, no, okay. Okay, got 20 mutant, I guess you're saying there, right? My Namor will be Sig 90 forever. Yeah, that's a bit rough, man. Only getting 20 and of 203. Phew. Hello, BG, and all other viewers. To quote Gus, hello. But it is this way. I ranked 2 my 6-star Beardo against BG's Vice, and I have 0 regrets. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me. At the end of the day, it's all just advice. Follow your heart. Can't go wrong. BG, did you know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze? They said the ooze was from Bayonne, New Jersey. Seriously. Did they say that in the movie? I don't remember that. But, hey, it's believable. You ever been to Bayonne, New Jersey? Actually, Bayonne's fine, but... anywhere in New Jersey. We got the ooze. Cloud of Contempt. Send over 10. Dude. Saying anyway, I appreciate the advice. Got to take off and hit the sack to get an early start tomorrow. Glad I could stop by for a bit. Well, dude, thank you very much. Super kind of you, man. Appreciate the 10. And alright, dude, have a good night, man. And congrats, early congrats on that Void rank up. BJ took up 5-star Corvus to rank 4 instead of hype. You said to do hype, but he's not awakened for me, and I have him rank 3, so he'd still be good. Did I make a mistake? No, you didn't make a mistake at all. Both Corvus and Hyperion are very powerful. If you were asking about those 2 champions, I probably said if you run Suicides, go Corvus, and if you don't run Suicides, go Hype. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter like a ton who you choose when it's between 2 powerful champions like that, you know. Whichever you personally enjoy more, you know. Venomworth rank 5 is 5-star? Absolutely. Jeez, sorry guys, I'm coughing a lot tonight. Man, whenever I get a cough, it lingers like forever. It lingers for it seems like it lingers for at least a month longer than anyone else. People have a cold and it'll go away in a week, and mine does too. All the other cold symptoms and stuff. But then I have a cough that just lingers for freaking ever. But anyway, Venom. Yeah, I use my 5-star Venom all the time. I took him to rank 5 with 0 regrets. Use that dude all over the place. BG, is your favorite Teenage Mutant Turtle already known, or is it Master Splinter? Also, Bebop or Rocksteady? Oh, man, I don't know if I could choose between Bebop or Rocksteady. That's too tough. But my favorite turtle is Donatello. I don't even know why exactly, but he's my favorite. And when I was a kid, I had a Donatello costume. It wasn't really so much a costume. I think it was just a headband, which is all I really needed. And possibly a t-shirt, but I don't remember what else besides the headband. All I remember is the headband, because I used to wear it sometimes, you know, when it wasn't Halloween, of course, you know. Hey, BG, could you do me a favor and tell the 4 Loki boys to stop putting Dr. Dooms in their freaking arena teams? I'd appreciate it, thanks. I don't. I'm not on the alliance chat anymore. I have no way of communicating with them. I'll let them know telepathically. All right, 10.3 is where I'm at. So yeah, I just got to run through these 5s. I'll be at like 13. That should be plenty for some Squirrel Girl action. Sounded a little bit wrong, but I don't regret it. Look at test. I'm gonna take her to rank 5 and test her out tomorrow. You know what? Let me check Aunt May real quick. I want to see what her awaken ability is. See if she needs to be awakened or not. Awaken ability is Squirrel Girl starts each fight with 40 hits in her combo meter. That sounds kind of important. When Tippy Toe inflicts an instant bleed, each bleed debuff has a chance to be refreshed instead of being removed. That sounds pretty important too. Darn. Okay, well. Maybe I'll give her an awakening gem too. We'll see. You're talking a lot. H2O BG drink up. That's true. Maybe I just need some water. BG, you have that Benjamin Button disease. You look younger every day, or older. I feel like I have definitely aged since starting my YouTube channel. It's kind of you to say, but I ain't getting younger. I think part of it's the weight gain. When I look at my face compared to when I first started, I've packed on a few pounds, and I think that always makes you look. I mean, not always actually, but sometimes it can make you look like you've aged more or something. BG, would Infinity Man be one of the better options for Abyss because of his DPS and how much you could stack plasmas? Probably not. If I had to guess. Because of the ramp up, I mean, first off, you might just die quickly. You know? If we think back to Labyrinth, there were times where, you know, even though you had plenty of time left in the enrage timer, you just died. With Infinity Man, it's like 35 hits minimum to get your actually with your L3. I mean, I wonder how it's gonna work with the L3. If it's gonna count multiple hits as just one, or if it's really gonna count all the hits. But anyway, it's like 35 hits minimum to get your your L3 off to get the plasma going. And yeah, that's already quite a bit right there. And your damage sucks before that happens. Your damage with Infinity Man is not bad afterwards, but it's still not on the level of someone like Aegon or Ghost. Depending on the nodes, he could be good. Maybe certain fights you're gonna need something that he offers. I don't know. But for, you know, if we're thinking about like a standard, just super long fight, like Labyrinth style, I don't see him being too good. Oh, do you know how I mentioned our neighborhood getting Google Fiber Alliance put down? House will have it come the 22nd. Whoa. Star, what a coincidence. The 22nd is the day the Abyss comes out. Does that mean you're going to stream the Abyss with your new fancy pants internet? Coincidentally, I'm also planning to take mine to rank 5 tomorrow, except mine is a 5-star. Nice. You're just going to be going straight to rank 5 with a 5-star? Well, that's pretty awesome. ABG, thoughts on Havoc? Pulled 5-star and took him to rank 4 with a gem. Disappointed with the damage and still going to find utility I don't already have covered. He did save me revives on variant 4 Electro. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Havoc too. I kind of have. I mean, I pulled him as a 6-star not too long ago, but it was after I was already done with all the 6-star gates and stuff like that, so I haven't had a real use for him yet. But that's kind of the vibe I got from Electro, or I'm sorry, not Electro, Havoc from my brief time testing him back when he first came out, is that he's pretty cool, but I think I would struggle to find a real use for him too. Hey yo, is that Art of Chaos? Art of Chaos, what's up, man? How you doing? BG, I have a duped 4-star Void. Is he only good because he can stack the debuffs causing degen, and because he can reverse heal, or are there any other helpful things he can do? That's pretty much his main uses, but he does have other things, yeah. He's Incinerate immune, so occasionally you'll need that. Honestly, as a 4-star, you probably won't need that. The later stages of the game, talking like Act 6, there are times where you're going to need Incinerate immunity. I mean, I guess in Act 5, there's a couple of fights where you'll need it. There's like Mephisto, where it's nice to have it. But other than that, you know, for the most part, you don't really need the Incinerate immunity until late. He has a pretty amazing synergy with Killmonger, though, where every time you land one of your debuffs, you heal. And it's only a 1% heal, or slightly higher than 1% if you have the Recovery Mastery. But that can add up. And actually, that's like pretty huge for the character. If I had a 5-star Killmonger, I would be using Void so much in my itemless runs. It would have made it a lot easier, I think. But yeah, still don't have that guy. That's pretty much it. Like his other debuffs, the healing and power reverse debuff, Petrify, is the best one for him, or the you know, the most useful. But the other debuffs, they're not useless too, and not really worth mentioning, I guess. But occasionally you'll find a use for those two, where you know, you're reducing the enemy's chance to evade. Sometimes helpful, but it's not 100% until you stack up a lot of them, or reducing their crit. I guess I just did mention them, huh? Even though I said it wasn't worth mentioning. Anyway, yeah. Mostly Void is about the debuffs, that degen damage and reversing healing, like you said. Is the old bald boomer who used to be in For Loki still alive? Who? I don't know who you're talking about. How do you get the arena predictions? Just pull, like, I get a hat, and I write down a bunch of numbers, and I just yank them out of there. Just write it down. It's all just a big guessing game. It's basically, I think about past arena cutoffs and what champions went for, and then I try to gauge the hype level that players have for different characters. And that, I mean, that's the part that's really hard to predict, is like, you know, are people hyped for Squirrel Girl? Are people not really hyped for her? I don't know. I don't think a ton of people have a big need to add another skill-based bleed champion to their rosters. So that probably lowers her cutoff a bit, you know, with champions like Blade and Nick Fury existing. But then again, it's Squirrel Girl. A lot of people really like Squirrel Girl. Been waiting for a while for her to get added, and maybe people like her unique playstyle and stuff like that. So, or maybe people just want, you know, new characters to play with. Gotta catch them all. So it's always tough to say what a new character is gonna go for, but I'll try my best at least. You always want to go higher than what I have predicted on screen, because it is, like I said, at the end of the day, it's just a guess. BGA run Domino Trinity with Domino at 565 and Rolk and Massacre at 455. If you ran this team, would you rank 5 Rolk, or do you think he can handle what he should at 455? I would eventually rank him up to rank 5. But like, he wouldn't be anywhere near the top of my list. I would probably have a good, you know, 15 champions ranked up before I considered him. Maybe not that many, actually. Maybe, I don't know, like a good 10 champ. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Please don't kill me, Mr. Sentinel. I would have a bunch of other champions ranked up, and I would leave him at rank 4, unless I was also using him for war. There are certain fights in war where you would want to use a Red Hulk, especially if you're already bringing Domino or something like that. War is a bit different, where, you know, you try to win at all costs. So if you're actually using him for a fight there, or maybe even multiple fights, then yeah, it doesn't matter how many champions you have. I would always have him as a consideration. But talking about like general questing purposes and stuff like that, yeah, there'd be other champions I would be ranking up over him for sure. Being able to control a combo meter will be good for Abyss. Squirrel Girl? No, I don't think that'll have anything to do with it. That's not gonna have any interaction with the charges. It's not your combo that determines when you die. It's not like, you know, a 240 hit combo. It's charges on the enemy. And as you're getting hit or hitting, or what is it exactly? Like, I think it's when you get hit, when you take a blocked hit, or when you hit the enemy. Is that what it is? Is Omega Red awakened? Oh, you're asking somebody? You're asking about, should I rank for Unawakened Infinity Man or Omega Red? Yeah. I see why some people are saying Infinity Man is pretty meh. Omega Red's probably the way to go. But, yeah. They're very different champions, you know? You may have a need for what Infinity Man brings to the table. But generally, Omega Red's going to be the way to go. Dr. Doom or Claire? Both very strong. I don't know which one's better between the two. I don't have either at a high level. I I feel like people generally would say Claire over Doom, but I don't know if that's true. And you know, sometimes the even if that is the way that more people would excuse me, would vote, doesn't always mean it's the best way. I don't know. Doom has the higher prestige, so if that's a factor, I would just go with Doom just for the prestige alone. But they're both really cool champs. I wish I had either of them or both. Lakers Bodyguard sends over. Lakers Bodyguard. Wait a minute. Is that a new icon? Or did you have... Is that... I mean, that's definitely a different icon. But was that new today? Or did you have that in a different day, too? Did it take me this long to notice your new haircut? I should be ashamed. But Lakers Bodyguard sending over $1.50 with a piece of cake. Also saying, Beaver, we got a salad today and got sick. I think it's a sign, so pizza it is. Now I feel great. Happy birthday. Yeah, man. Stinking salads. Pizza all the way. Down with salads, up with pizza. Had it for about 2 weeks. Aw, man, really? 2 weeks? Where have I been? Oh, man. I can't believe it. Well, it's a cool looking icon. I like it. BG, do you buy jars specifically for drinking or just leftover from something else? I have no clue where this jar came from. We don't really have much for glasses. I used to drink out of a water bottle back in New Jersey because we had a water filter. Yeah, we didn't have any need for glasses. And then when we moved out here, we no longer had a water filter, and the tap water was pretty poor, pretty crappy tasting, and so yeah, we were buying bottled water, so I was just drinking, out of the bottles. And then we moved to this apartment that we're in right now. This place came with a water filter, and it tastes great. So, and I no longer have the water bottles that I was drinking out of. I don't know what happened to them, but I no longer have those. So yeah, I have these jars that were, I guess, left over from something. But I don't know, Lori just handed it to me, and yeah. Swashbuckler, sending over 29 rupees. Thank you very much, man. 29 rupees with a banana, with a full banana, full fresh banana. Thanks, man. I don't see any other messages, so I hope that it was just the banana, which I appreciate. Thank you very much. I'm getting concerned now though, because has anyone seen Dysentery Joe? I still never saw any comments from Dysentery Joe. Wait a minute. No, wait, here it is. He does have a comment now. Dysentery Joe. Oh, he has 2 comments. If by sub you mean alcohol drink, then yes. Too many to join chat. Yay, foosball. And I can see you've outgrown that headband phase. Just saying. Oh, man. Wow. Dysentery Joe saying that because he gave me a headband. I can't wear it, though. It's inappropriate for the stream. New coined term, Arena Brain. It's that headspace that borders on delirium after you realize you've spent the better part of 2.5 days playing a video game to get a character in said game. Oh, Well, I've had arena brain plenty. It's all worth it. At the end of the day, get a new character. You know how hard it is to get characters if you don't grind for them in the arena? Damn near impossible. Lakers Bodyguard sending over to 2 saying, thanks, Sam from Twitter made it for me. Ah, cool. I like it. BG, when is AOL? Abyss comes out the 22nd. So we got a week and a half on it. Is he playing? Me? You're asking if I'm playing? Yeah. Right here. See? I tap the buttons. Make sure don't misclick to spend 5 units. Come on. There we go. I like Arena Fog better personally. Arena Fog works too. You have to use a few special ones before you can do the Mega Special 2. It's a lot of recoil damage. Which character are we talking about? Oh, Sunspot, you're saying? I still don't know much about Sunspot. There's too many characters that I don't know about, man. I really need to spend some time with these new characters. Learn more about them. Been playing the same characters far too long. When you coming back? Art, man. I don't know. I really miss you guys, man. My days... I don't want to make it sound too bad, but it's lonely, man. I don't really talk to anybody. I just kind of wander around my my apartment here in the day. Just not really sure what to do. Yeah, and then I sit down and actually get to work, but still. It's weird, man. Not having Alliance chat anymore. What are you playing on? I'm playing on an iPhone 8 Plus. Usually, what do you think about a live 1v1 system in the game? I would love to see 2 really good players go at it with insanely good champs. Like 1v1, just like straight up fighting one another. I don't think it'd work out too well. If you think about how we fight in this game, it's mostly a reactionary thing. Like you're waiting for the other player to make a move, you know? You're waiting for them to dash at you so you could parry or even intercept, right? Like they have to dash first before you can dash and intercept. There is an arcade game where it's a 1v1 actual player versus player arcade game, and it is pretty fun. I gotta say, the arcade game is pretty enjoyable. But you know, that's because you know it's enjoyable in limited amounts. You know, if we were playing that like day in day out, like we play this game, it would not be that enjoyable. So, yeah. Now, if there was a different type of 1v1 or something, or just small scale PvP, I always think of it as like 3v3, but it could also work with 1v1, where it's just a separate game mode where, I mean, the best way to describe it, I guess, in a quick way, would be to say, would call it a small scale Alliance Wars, you know. But of course, you could make a bunch of changes to make it more fun for the smaller team sizes and everything. But yeah, something like that, kind of a PvEVP, as some games like to refer to it as. Where you're playing against them, but It's almost like you're playing against somebody to get a higher score in a way. Too drunk to taste this chicken. The type of comments you see late at night. ABG popped in to ask this question. So I've got 6,000 4-star shards right now, and I could spend them to get 2250 5-star shards. Wouldn't mind some 4-star either, though. What should I do? I would just open the 4 stars, personally. I don't know exactly where you're at in the game, but if you still want some 4 stars, then you're probably better off just popping those 4-star crystals. So yeah. I see a couple comments got deleted about we don't need any kind of politics or war chat in here. We're just this is just we're playing a video game, you know. This is a distraction from the bad parts in life. We're just having a bit of fun here. If you want to discuss that stuff, please take that elsewhere. Otherwise, more than welcome to stay and have a good time. I know I sound stupid, but how do you get parry? Parry is in the masteries. I'll show you as soon as I get out of this fight. It's in the proficiency tree in the masteries. There's a way to unlock it. And then once you have it, you just have to time your block perfectly, I guess. I mean, it's somewhat perfectly. There's like a small window when they're dashing at you. When you time your block that way, then you stun them. It's one of the most important things to learn. So it's actually the first mastery here in the proficiencies tree. I don't know what it takes to unlock these days. Actually, let me pop over to MA. Of course. Let's see. First point is does it cost anything to unlock? I'm not seeing any unlock cost here. Oh, here we go. Is it? Huh. Now, there might be a little bug with this actually. I think it might be one Stony Mastery Core. I don't know. If you need a okay, people are saying no cores, first point is free. Okay, got it. So yeah, make sure you have a point in this mastery. And then I recommend checking out the Dork Lessons channel on YouTube. Or just type into YouTube how to parry like a ninja. And watch the video that pops up and study and master that video. It'll allow you to get through this game without having to use as many potions and revives and stuff like that. It's the #1 most important thing that you can learn in this game, I would say. When it comes to fighting, at least. When did they rename that from utility? I don't know, 6 months ago, something like that. Maybe longer, hard to say. Time all kind of blurs together. I don't know why they changed it. I liked utility better than proficiency. I don't know. Rolls off the tongue a little bit better, in my opinion. Whom should I upgrade first, bro? Magneto 5-star or Symbiote's Spider-Man? I know they're both bad. Yeah, they're not great, man. I mean, with Magneto, he's better for synergies, and Symbiote Spider-Man is the better of the two to actually play. But I'll tell you, man, Magneto makes my team a whole heck of a lot more than Symbiote Spidey does. So I guess I would say Magneto, but really, man, neither champion are going to help you a ton. Either find another champion, or if you've got some expiring resources or something like that, just rank up whichever one you personally like more. Okay, so stupid thing at work. We have radio that plays over the entire company's intercom. They have been playing the song Closing Time every night for 2 weeks. It's funny as hell. It's getting old. Oh man, they playing it like actual closing time? That's like a DJ move, you know. If you're at a party, there's like a few songs that that they'll play to like wrap up the party. Depending on what type of an event it is, at least, right? Probably wouldn't want to have that at, well, never mind, actually. It's killing me every time I'm walking out of the building. I'm singing the damn song. Man. BG, will you ever go back to Fort Loki? And as time goes, prestige game will be even higher. Will they let you in? I don't know. I guess it depends on how long I've been away and what my prestige is compared to what the average is. I don't know if I'll be able to rejoin. And as far as will I ever go back? Possibly. I don't really know exactly. I can't really talk about what I'm doing, and it all depends on that. So, yeah. And just to be clear, because I'm still getting these comments, I almost want to make a video about it, but just to be clear, no, I'm not working for Kabam. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I'm pretty sure if I was working for Kabam, they would be okay if I had to take an AQ break or something like that, or you know. Plus, they're in Canada, an entire different country from where I live. And I guess technically it'd be possible to work remotely, but I don't think Marvel would allow that, you know? Like, I've learned some things about Marvel over over the years playing this game. They seem like cool people, so this is not an insult to them in any way, but they're very strict and very. They try to keep everything a secret, right? They don't want things leaking out. So, yeah, I imagine if you're working on a Marvel game, you would probably have to be in studio working on it, you know. Oh God, Chris. You hired me to make a website? Well, that's not getting made. Every script page for S.H.I.E.L.D. had my name on it as a watermark. You're not wrong. There you go, dude. Yeah, I mean, so like I know Kabam, they have like a pretty strict like approval system with Marvel, just from talking to some of the devs like Comic-Con over the years and stuff like that. And it's, you know, like Kabam has the creative freedom to pretty much do what they want, you know, like they have Marvel's trust and everything. But they still have to run things by them, just to have Marvel say like, okay, cool, you know. Even though it's Kabam that's like in control of it. And then when I went to the Marvel Studios, or the Marvel headquarters, not studios, I guess. Marvel headquarters in New York. That was like, okay, it's we need to keep somebody with you at all times, and you cannot take a single picture of anything except for this one designated spot where you can take a picture. You know, it's pretty strict. PG, whenever I'm feeling down, I watch your old Accidental Wolverine Awakening video. I'm glad I could help you feel better with my screw up. PG, how does one become a mod? Do you have to donate? No, you do not have to donate, but I'm kind of good on mods for right now, so there are a few, like, whenever I feel like need some additional mod help, I kind of pick a name at random that I see in the chat that well, not totally at random, but someone that has been around for a while, ideally someone that maybe helpful to other people, just so that they're, I don't know, like, trusted more if someone's giving advice or something like that. But yeah, it doesn't happen too often. Just because kind of good on mods for right now. I don't want to mod too many people. There's plenty of people in here right now that I would mod, but I don't want to have too many mods, because then I get accused of only reading the blue names. So I try to keep some type of balance between the mods and not mods and stuff, you know. Alliance Warpath 4, Iron Man Infinity War, Spite, Unstoppable, Heavy Node. Who is the best champion for him? Please help. Spite and Unstoppable Heavy Node. I don't know who's best. I'm sure some people have taken that fight in here. If you guys, if anyone's taken that fight. I really don't know who's best. I mean, Corvus would get some charges out of that, but I don't know if he'd be good, because he'd be triggering Spite a lot while he's unstoppable and stuff. I don't really know. I feel like I could probably get through the fight with someone like Omega Red, but I don't think he'd be ideal for it. Still wonder why you gave me mods sometimes? Roboto, why not? You're Roboto. Dragon, sending over 2, saying green names are better than blue names. Fact. Sort of. I think I'd rather have a green name too, actually. The only problem with the green name is you don't have the wrench, the all-powerful wrench. But I mean, come on, green's better than blue. No offense to the mods. Thank you for all that you guys do. But I do like a green name. Dragon, thank you very much. BG, trying to become uncollected, looking for mastery advice for questing. Well, masteries, it really depends on the champions that you're using. They just enhance the champions in your roster. So, some champions work well with suicides, some champions work well with deep wounds. If you're using mystic champions, you want mystic dispersion. It really depends on the champions that you're using. A mod is a powerful thing and is a risk you take by making that person a mod. A bad mod could do a lot of damage. Yeah, but I could always unmod people. And I trust the mods I've selected. It's always possible someone goes rogue or, you know, something bad could happen, but hey, it's part of life. Everyone that is a mod in here, I can't say I've known them in person or anything, but I've known them for a while, you know. Green isn't a creative color? What? Blue is the best color. Science has proven this. Got some debate here about green and blue. Use Cap Infinity on that Iron Man with Spite and Unstoppable. Okay. I wonder if anyone else said anything about that node. I think it might be the only one from what I could tell. But yeah, to the person that was asking about Infinity Man on that node, the other Infinity Man is an option. Cuts through that Unstoppable. What I'm hearing is you don't trust me as a mod. This is not true. Which mastery would help Thing? Thing doesn't really need too much for masteries. He doesn't trigger bleed, so deep wounds doesn't matter. He's probably better without suicides, but he's not bad with them. But I'd prefer not to have him with him, I suppose. Doesn't need any class-specific masteries. Thing pretty much just needs the general setup you'd kind of want for most champions, which would be, you know, maxed out parry. Probably more important to max out parry with him than most champs because his block efficiency is not that high. So yeah, maxed out parry, maxed out stupefy, maxed out block proficiency, maxed out precision, or at least high amount of precision. Some people like to run like 4 points, but I prefer to have it maxed out. Yeah, he doesn't really need anything too specific, really. So if you have other champions they're using besides Thing, you'd probably want to just pick up the basics for Thing, and then, you know, maybe get some other masteries to help out your other champs, type of thing. Who should I upgrade first? Namor, Saber Teeth. I like that. Good old Saber Teeth. Corvus Glaive or Stark Spidey. I have suicides on, and most of the time I use Rogue and Captain Marvel. Okay. Probably Corvus if you're running suicides. It'd be Corvus or Namor. But I would go Corvus. It's really hard to recommend other champions over Corvus if you're running suicides. He's such a powerhouse champion. But if for some reason you didn't like Corvus, that's fine. I would recommend Namor second. As long as your Namor is awakened. If your Namor is not awakened, then you're not going to have a good time with him. Especially running suicides, having him being unawakened. How good is 6-star Darkhawk unawakened? I mean, he's a robot. He's got the immunities and everything, you know, so he's not useless. But a lot of his power does come from his awaken ability. It's not, you know, like I said, it's not required to play the champion or anything like that, but he's not gonna feel. He's not going to feel as strong. He's going to feel kind of underwhelming. His damage output's not going to be amazing. Survivability-wise, he'll be all right. He would mostly just be used unawakened if you didn't have other champions to cover your immunity needs. And then he also has some really good synergies, actually, too. So if you use Venom or Ghost Rider, or there's a couple other good ones in there, then yeah, he's good just for synergies even. So, but yeah, I mean, if we take a look at my 4-star Darkhawk here and look at his Awaken ability, that null mode is huge. The other modes, the bonuses you get are not bad, but the null mode especially, giving an additional, pretty much his base. Yeah, it's 100% of his base attack. That's a pretty big deal. He does get some additional attack from the special 3 even without that, but still, I feel like without him being awakened, his damage is just it's okay, not great. And then yeah, the stealth mode, the 60% increased offensive power rate's pretty big. The auto block on the what was that node or mode called? Whatever. You know, it's kind of important for him, I guess. Super Dirty Pickle sending over a buck. Say Namor is one champion that I'm in the minority on. Not a fan of his playstyle. I think he is vastly overrated. Solid champ, don't get me wrong, but meh. Situational for me. Okay. Surprising. I could understand not liking him, but I think he's good. I think he's good. I don't know. I can maybe understand where you're coming from by saying overrated. Some people do like to talk him up as if he's like the best champ in the game, but I mean, he's good. He's pretty darn good. So I think he has quite a bit of use. Like I think I got him when I was already partway clear through 6.2, if I remember correctly. Or maybe I didn't awaken him until I was partially through 6.2 or something like that. I think that might have been what it was. So I didn't always use him in that quest, but I used him a fair bit in 6.2, and then used him in War for a couple of seasons as well. He's pretty useful. Plus high prestige and all that. What's up, Lasarian ABG? I got shushed today while eating carrot sticks at my uncle's funeral. Oh my god, dude. How dare they, man? Just while you're trying to pay your respects with a carrot. I mean, it'd be different if it was like celery or something like that. I'd understand. Nobody wants to hear somebody crunch celery. Travis sent over a buck. Travis, thank you very much. Alright, get out of my face here, Storm. Hang on, Travis, let me see. Last one is... What do you think about Ronin? The IN Ronin. And also, your head is super shiny at a 75-inch 4K. Thank you. Thank you very much. But Ronin, I don't think too much of Ronin, to be honest. I don't think he's a bad champion. I just think that of the skill-based bleed champions, he doesn't rank as high on the on the list of usefulness, I would say, compared to some of the others. I don't know. Like he came to the game too late. If he came before some of the other champs, before Blade or something like that, he'd be really cool. But yeah, I don't know. He just doesn't seem to have too big of a use as it currently stands. Animations are sick. Kind of fun to play. Rolling around ninja style and all that, but yeah. Funny story, true story. On my way home, I saw what I think was a woman, couldn't tell, it was dark, dancing in the rain in either her underwear or a white bathing suit. It's 11 goddamn p.m. Did you... Excuse me. Did you take pictures? Pics or it didn't happen? Wow. Maybe she was doing the rain dance. Is the moon out? Yeah, maybe it's a full moon? Is that what's going on? My 455 Ronin Hammerman is one of my favorite rank ups ever. 2016 gem. Happy to have that dude when I need him. Yeah, the Cosmic Ronin is always going to be useful, I feel like. The skill one... He falls into the category where, like, he's not a bad champion. It's just... I don't know what to say. Like, he doesn't bring anything too special. You know, like if you were, let's say you were what's it called? Let's say you were I don't want to say new to the game, but just newer. Maybe you've been playing the game for like 6 months to a year or something like that. Which is funny to say, like, that's new in MCOC terms, just because so many of us have been playing the game for like years at this point. But let's say you've been playing the game for 6 months to a year, and you pulled Ronin. He'd be useful, probably, you know. I just think for, like, you know, because there was so many people that saved for Blade and got Blade or got Nick Fury, or, you know, because of some of these other characters, it just feels like Ronin didn't find his footing compared to those guys. People already had those roles filled. Once I saw a woman taking a poo in the middle of of a Sheetz parking lot. What is Sheetz? Is it like a copying place or something? I actually find Ronin much more smooth to play than Blade. He might not be as good, but I enjoy playing him so much more. He is pretty smooth, yeah, for sure. His animations, they definitely feel pretty smooth. No, I was driving, Brian. I'm not irresponsible. Okay, good. That was a test. Hope she was doing the no snow dance. Also, this happened on our street, sort of. It's on the other side of that deadly curve, if you know what I mean. Okay. So, I'll go get the pics. No, just kidding. How much money did you spend on this game? I don't spend money on this game. It's been $0. Oh, it's a gas station chain? sheets? Huh. Yeah, I've never seen that. Love Ronan's playstyle, purifying suicides, a little bit various utility, good damage after a while, dope animations too. Yeah, I mean, like I say, he's not bad all around. Just, I don't know. There's a lot of characters like that. See, I think Ronan could benefit a lot from the individual talent system thing idea that I just posted about. Like, if they just gave him a little bit of a boost, you know, it's all he needs, just a little bit. I think they could easily turn him into like one of the more desired champions to play. BG, itemless tomorrow? Itemless tomorrow, yep. So it'll be Variant 4 itemless. I decided I want to go back and finish Variant 4 before continuing on, because I need to see if I get a 2016 rank up gem. I might not even do all of Variant 4 if I just get a 2016 rank up gem from clearing like one of the chapters, you know. But if I don't get a 2016 rank up gem, a science one for She-Hulk, like I need to keep doing as many, you know, as many chapters as it takes basically. And if I don't get a science one from any of the chapters of Variant 4, well, she's not getting ranked up. I'll wait till Variant 5, I guess, before ranking her up. Or 6. BG, how do you pull off the infinite streak for Crystal Cornucopia? Crystal Cornucopia, it's pretty much the same as... you can't run your 6 stars there, right? So it's pretty much the same as the 4-star featured or tier 4 basics, which pretty much first 9 or so rounds you just throw in your crappiest teams, and then really just throw in your best teams for like the next 5 or so rounds till you're on like a streak of 15 or 20. I know there's a very exact numbers I'm giving you. And then once you're on the actual infinite streak, though, once you're at, I think it's like 18, like the official infinite streak. I don't know. It's weird because it changes at 15, and then you're like not quite there. Anyway, once you're on the infinite streak, the safe teams to use would be rank 4 4-stars or rank 2 5-stars or higher, or you can mix in your lower champions as well if you're mixing them in with higher ones, like a rank 5 4-star with 2 rank 3 4-stars. Man, you might be the first person to ask about Crystal Cornucopia in all of 2020 or 2019. I don't think anyone... Actually, that's not true. So I do remember someone asking like what the top 5% is not that long ago, maybe like a month ago or something. So... Papa Shark has to go to bed. Have a good night or day wherever you are. Alright, Shark. Have a good one, man. Do you plan on doing all of Variant 4 itemless? I do. Yep. Yeah, for sure. BG also found it a little ridiculous. They said his damage was right where they wanted him to be. I guess if they wanted him to not be used. Well, yeah, I could understand why they would say they want his You know, why they felt like his damage is fine. Like these, you know, they have all the data in the world about how frequently people are playing Ronin and stuff like that. They know that he's not getting played as much as other characters. And they're okay with that, you know, like they like it kind of makes sense to have like for this game to have some characters that are more desired than others. Kind of makes the crystal openings more exciting and stuff like that, as you're hoping to get certain characters. If they were all equal in power, then I don't know, it might be less interesting. I don't know. I could actually see an argument for both, like having it be more balanced than it is now, or keeping it pretty imbalanced and stuff like that. Anyway, they just don't want every character to be as strong. But I think they could. I think there's room for buffing characters. I mean, clearly there's room for that, right? They have buffed some characters, and they're continuing to buff some others and make other balance changes, right? I think if they wanted to, they could come up with systems where, you know, maybe Ronin wouldn't, if they increased his power, like all right, let's just go with the talent system, for example, right? If they went with something like the talent system, they don't have to release the talents for every character right away. They could, you know, kind of slowly roll them out over time, the same way they add crystals to the, or add champions to the crystal pool and stuff like that, right? If they just added, if they updated a few characters every month or something. And they could start with the less desired champions. Get them, you know, be a bit more useful and stuff like that, and then, you know, eventually have talents for like the top champions right now type of thing. And or there's other ways they can do it too. It doesn't have to be the talent system. There's plenty of ways they could do it. BG Huda rank 5, Sig 200 Darkhawk, Sig 140 Sim Supreme, Sig 120 Gulk, or Unawakened Stealth. Good rank 4 Ghost, Unawakened, yet 2 generics. Currently have rank 5 Omega Medusa Quake, Aegon, and 6-star rank 2 Sunspot. Man, you got a lot of options. Are you able to narrow this down at all? Whenever people have a lot of options like that, it feels like you don't really need anything. Is that true in your case as well? Where maybe you have some catalysts, but you're kind of good with where you're at. You don't really need to rank up anyone too specifically. If you run suicides, even if you don't run suicides, but especially if you run suicides, ranking up that ghost, popping generic into ghost, could be a good move, as long as you enjoy her unique playstyle. Then, I mean, she's arguably one of the best, if not the best, champion in the game. So it's hard for me to give advice other than Ghost. But yeah, seriously, when you have a list that long, like, I think you really have to be able to narrow it down at least, you know. Or just be patient until a need comes along. Like I don't know where you're at in the game. Let's say you've already done all the content or something. When the next variant comes through, or 6.4. Or if you're not quite that far in the game yet, then maybe think about the current variants and which ones you're still haven't completed. Maybe variant 1 or something, and you can make a rank up based on which chapter you need to complete still, something like that. Yes, just have 6 tier 5 basics. I do run suicides. Okay. Oh, okay. And you said working on Labyrinth in 6.2. I think I missed that part. Okay, working on Labyrinth in 6.2. I mean, Sim Supreme is great for that champion boss. So, looking at your list here, I don't see a champion killer. So yeah, I'd probably go Sim Supreme. In that case, if you're working on 6.2. As good as Ghost is not a champion counter. So in this case, Sim Supreme's probably the way to go. Good morning, BG. Enzo, what's up, dude? Would you rather have talent system or the enhancement items that you talked about before? Items. I'd rather have items personally. But I feel like overall, people would probably prefer talents. A little bit more streamlined. Less options, which is sometimes a good thing, you know. Probably easier to unlock rather than acquiring the items, which would probably be more RNG. But I would personally prefer an item system or gear, as some people like to say. But yeah, really, I don't care a ton. As long as we get some sort of additional customization, which I don't really know if we're gonna get. You know, it seems like Kabam doesn't really want to mess with the formula for MCOC, and that's why they're just like developing a whole new game that has these different ideas to it. But yeah, I do want them to do more with this game, of course, right? We all do. I mean, not everybody's is gonna like my idea, of course, but we all want Kabam to keep developing this game, right? In some way. And yeah, what I really want is just, I want some way to further customize our characters. Make them really feel like they're like my character is different than your character, right? It's still, at the end of the day, it's still gonna be Omega Red or whatever, or whoever, but just to have it be slightly different would be cool. Or like I said, just something to work towards even is fun. So if they did have some type of way to, like, you know, like an individual quest or objective to complete, to say that you mastered a character, to have that that picture show up in your profile, like, ah, man, that'd be super cool, in my opinion at least. Like to do the talent system. However, my question to you is how or where would they gain any revenue from that change? The type of change is huge and would cost Kabam tons of money. There's a lot of ways to make money off of systems like that. For one, you have to keep players interested, right? So just adding things to keep the game interesting, to keep people logging in. Has to, you know, you got to do that. But anyway, depending on how you unlock the talents, I mentioned there's a lot of different ways you could do it. One of the ways I mentioned in the video was you could just have that be through catalysts, you know, and maybe not all of the ranks, but let's just, you know, let's say just like ranking up your champions, you need to earn these catalysts, right, or buy them. And you could do the same to unlock the talents instead of spreading out your catalyst to other champions. You can further gain ranks on each one, and of course, if you're able to do that, you're gonna wanna you're gonna wanna be ranking up or unlocking these talents for all your favorites and all the new ones that come out and everything. And it's just more resources that keep you logging in every day to get, or of course more deals that people will be interested in. If Kabam let's say they add some talents that made Iron Patriot really good, right? Just because I used them in the video too. They can then sell Iron Patriot Cavalier crystals, you know? Whereas if they put that for sale right now, they're not going to be making too much money. But if they actually use this system to make characters good, well, that's just another character that they can then sell. And you know, I mean, no matter what, Iron Patriot's not going to make them that much money. First off, he's older. A lot of people already have him. Just like Colossus, you know, just like when they reworked Colossus, a lot of people already had him, but some people don't, and they'll make some money off of selling his crystals, you know. I mean, actually, you know, realistically, a lot of people don't have him. More people have Colossus than like a brand new character that would come out, but still, there's a lot of people playing this game. A lot of people don't have him. But yeah, there's actually a lot of ways they can monetize it, depending on how they roll out the system. PG, when do you think they'll buff Ebony Maw? Just pull the 5-star version. This month we're supposed to hear more about it. I don't think the buffs are coming this month, but we're going to hear more about what their plans are for rebalancing characters. But we need more time on it, I guess. Hopefully in the next week or so we hear more about that. Thought Groot was one of the worst characters in the game. Groot is one of the worst characters in the game. I don't know where that comment's coming from. Did I say Groot was good accidentally or something? Because he's not. Send feelings to me. What? What in the world? Do not have a single star version of Darkhawk. Feel bad for you because Darkhawk is le poop. That is to say, he is the she's awesome. I like him. I like him a lot. What's up, B Manny? What are you doing up at this hour, man? Burning that midnight oil. No, I just got on stream and didn't know you were doing arena. Oh, okay. Didn't know I was doing arena. Dude, I live in the arena. But yeah, about the buffs, like, man, Kabam was supposed to have that info out in December, right? And then they said they needed more time. I wonder if they're gonna delay it further. You know, I mean, it's, you know, we're not even halfway through January yet, and I'm sure they had some time out of the studio for the holidays and stuff like that. But still, I'm kind of curious. Like, I wonder if they're like second guessing the whole rebalancing thing altogether, or if they're still I mean, I imagine they're still going through with it. But, like, maybe they don't have everything finalized as far as what they want to do. Maybe they're still having, like, internal debates on it or something. I don't know. But I'm really curious to hear more about it. Like, I'm more excited to hear about that, whether good or bad, than I am about the Abyss, to give you guys some idea. Like, I just want to hear more info, you know? I hope there's a lot of info that they can share, and it's not just like, yeah, Cole was doing too much, so we're going to lower his damage. Thanks for reading our update. Or something, you know? Came in to say hi and ban some people before sleep, you know, routine, like brushing my teeth. That's good, man. Dental hygiene's important. I'm glad you're brushing your teeth and banning people. Just pulled 6-star group from featured 6-star crystal. Hashtag pray for a Groot buff. Oh my god, I didn't even know Groot was available as a 6-star. Ugh. Barf, dude. I am sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I hope he gets. I really hope he gets buffed. I really hope he does get buffed. Guarantee that the balances will go more in the nerf direction than actually creating a viable character. It's easier to nerf than to make someone not too powerful. I think there'll be more buffs than nerfs. I don't think there's going to be too many nerfs. I think it's going to be Cole. And then I don't know what they're doing for Namor. I really think it's just going to be some sort of wording change that might be a slight nerf or something like that, but probably not. Probably won't affect him too much. And then I think the rest of the characters they mentioned are getting buffed, as far as I know. But yeah, I want to hear more about their philosophy behind it. I don't necessarily think like this batch of balance changes is going to be the most interesting. There might be some interesting things in there, like, you know, what they're doing for Maw, for example, and stuff, but I don't know. I guess it like I'm expecting it to kind of say a lot about Kabam and how they're going to be handling characters or champions in the future, type of thing. Like that's why I'm interested in it, I guess. I'll have a better idea of what to expect going forward, I guess. BG, do you ever get nervous playing in front of so many people? Not anymore. And for the most part, no. Like almost never, but there have been a few times. When I did Labyrinth the first time, I was very nervous. I was very, very nervous. I don't know. I don't remember exactly why I was so nervous. I don't think it was... Like, normally, I don't care about, like, getting wrecked and stuff, you know? Like, it's just the game, right? You're supposed to die. You're supposed to lose and then figure things out and then come back in and, you know, and do better on your next try. Like, that's the whole point of the game, kind of, right? Otherwise, it'd be too easy and it'd be boring. So everybody gets wrecked when they try something the first time, right? So I don't really care about that, or embarrassing myself or something like that. But for some reason in Labyrinth, I do remember having the mindset of like, oh man, people are gonna think I suck because I know I'm gonna do like, I thought I was gonna do really poorly. I did all right. It wasn't too bad, but like, yeah, I remember being very nervous then. That's the only one I really remember. I get nervous for other reasons, I guess, though, sometimes. The going up against the champion in my itemless runs, I'm not nervous one bit about, like, dying and having people think I suck or something like that. I'm just nervous because that fight's tough, and I want to get a path done, you know? Like, especially the longer paths where I'm like, oh, God, here we go, man. Don't screw this up, otherwise I'm starting over. It's another hour to get back to this point, you know? Or sometimes I get, maybe nervous isn't the right word, but like flustered is the word. When, I guess like right now is a good example. When like, I don't know, man, words just, they're tough for me. I'm not the best speaker. My vocabulary. What was that word even? Vocabulary? My vocabulary ain't very good, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Like, same thing though. Like, I don't really mind if even if like I come across as stupid, like I don't mind if people think that, you know. It's more of just like, yeah, flustered, I guess, is the best word I could use. Dragon sending over another buck. Dragon, thank you very much. Saying, I bet you were nervous to do dungeons again after you got absolutely wrecked by Iron Fist in front of all of us. I do remember that Iron Fist. That was ridiculous. He just ripped that. Man, that was like full health. He killed me so fast. Nerf Iron Fist. But nah. I ain't nervous for that. It's the nature of the game. Actually, dungeons. I do get nervous in dungeons. A bit. Again, it's not because of playing in front of people though. Dungeons. I don't want to let my dungeon partner down in dungeons, you know? Like when we're doing our big pushes and stuff like that, I really don't want to be the person that dies. Like I don't even mind if we don't make it that far or something like that. It's no big deal. It's just dungeons. You just play again next time. But I don't want to be the person that goes down first. If I could just outlive my dungeon partner, which is tough to do. Playing with Lags, man, Lags a great player. I'm usually the one that dies. Yeah. Wait, no. Bladder nut is the word? Star. This is made up. You got this off of Urban Dictionary, I think. Bladder nut? What the hell is a bladder nut? Bladder nut. BG gets nervous when I pop out from a corner and go, ah, it's true. Just watching you remember that Iron Fist fight was worth it. It was painful and fantastic. Your shocked face was the best. I was shocked. I was damn sure shocked. Christian, send it over 10. Dude, thank you so much, man. Saying, morning, BG. Really enjoyed your individual mastery setup video. That idea about AA would be super awesome. Like, idea of having to make a choice. Dude, thank you very much. You know what's funny? That the Archangel thing was really similar to a synergy for Squirrel Girl. But I had that idea for a long time for Archangel, like a very, very long time. Like back when I, the whole like item system, long time. So yeah, it was kind of interesting that it's so similar to one of her synergies, but it wasn't stolen from that. I steal a lot of ideas, but this one just happened to be a coincidence, a great minds think alike type of thing. But thank you very much, man. I appreciate the 10. Okay, hold on. I need to think of this word though. I'll punch you in the bladder nut. Don't do that. Bladder nut. I mean, I'm thinking it's actually a nut. But what type of nut? That's not specific enough. Is it a nut that helps your bladder? Or is it a nut that is the shape of your bladder? Or is it not a nut at all? And this is a trick question. Did I get it from Urban? No. Does it exist on there? Well, what doesn't nowadays? That's true. Okay. Final guess on bladder nut is... it's one of those as seen on TV products. That you... oh man. How would that work? Okay, it's an as seen on TV product that you take to sporting events. You know, because who doesn't love like a good salty snack when you're at a football game or something like that? You know, you get a beer and you've got your bladder nuts with you. And it doubles as a pee jug or something. I don't know what the right way to say it is, but yeah, basically it's like you got two compartments. The first compartment is to hold your nuts. Sounded really bad. The second compartment is you know, for you to empty your bladder. It's a dual purpose product. It definitely isn't anything Brian is saying. That's probably true. Alright, that's my final answer though. No offense, Ant-Man lovers, but Ant-Man sucks for me. Well, you're not alone, man. There's not too many Ant-Man lovers out there. He's not very good in this game. It's the feeling you get when going to the toilet for a long time. I can see that. Bladder nut. Alright, let's get the official definition here. Bladder nut, noun. Any of a genus of ornamental shrubs or small trees with panicles? Panicles, is that a word even? That's a panicle. Panicles of small white flowers, followed by inflated capsules. Also, one of the capsules. Hold on.
Bladdernut.
I just wanted to hear Google say it. One more time.
Bladdernut.
All right. And now...
Panicle.
It's weird how they have different, like, voice actors or whatever.
Panicle.
I'm so used to, like, when you hear a robot voice, like, it's always the same robot voice, right? It's different for, like, different products or something. Like, Microsoft's is different than Google's or something, right? But, it's kind of weird how they have the different voices. Spilled ravioli on myself earlier, and I think it actually burned my arm. Oof. Well, sorry to hear that, man. About the ravioli and the burned arm. Hope you still ate the ravioli at least. How would it say Aegon? Let me see if Aegon is even something they have in there. No. I mean, I'm sure you could hear, like, someone saying it, but not directly in Google, at least. Probably on YouTube or some website or something. There's those pronunciation channels and stuff. Alright, come on, units. Give me them units. Dragon sending over another buck. Dragon, I'm really curious where you're at. I feel like I can't... Wait, hold on. Your hint for your guess of my finishing arena score. The score I'm shooting for is more than your prediction. Good luck. Well, I figured that much. Yesterday, you were almost above that. Yeah, I'm really curious where you're at, but I can't ask, right? I gotta go leave a guess. I feel like I have a pretty good idea, though. I feel like I have a pretty good idea. We'll see if I'm right or not, but have an idea at least. Started day 3 at 60 million. That much is on Twitter. Okay. Damn. Okay. Got it. Well, changing my answer in my head a little bit right now. Okay. Higher than expected. Alright. Alright. I think I'm pretty much done with this grind, though. Which means I'm also done with the stream. Out of 5 stars to run. I'm at... I don't think I'm going to get the 3-star. I'm going to skip out on that. I have a confident enough score with the 4-star at least. And honestly, just to pad that, I might run some 5 stars in the morning just to get that to like 13.5 or something. But yeah, this should be plenty. So yeah, Squirrel Girl testing tomorrow. I will take her to 550. You know what? I did want to check something real quick too before I call the stream. Not this. Inventory items where I want it to go. Wait. Okay. Oh, dang. I've got 4 of these skill gems? Okay, yeah, we could give one to Squirrel Girl. I'm not giving it to these other bozos. I already have 5-star Nick Fury. and Korg. Yeah, Survivor. Sorry, man. I don't really look up names in game, man. I'm sure you're doing just fine. BG keep getting hot flushes at night, like toilet flushes. 44-year-old male. Do you think it could be menopause? Possibly. Thanks in advance. Love your content. Anonymous. Well, Shane. I mean, Anonymous. It's yeah. I'm no doctor, but it probably is menopause, yeah. It gets the best of us. Don't worry about it. It's just a part of life. It's either that or chicken pox. Sometimes they're invisible. I was asking you if my team name sounded cool. Your team name? Well, let me read this again. You like my team name in game? It's called Forbidden Legends. Oh, okay. I thought you were asking me to look it up to look at your team. Forbidden Legends 2.0 because my other account was deleted. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if you actually know what menopause is or not. Well, I have some idea. I don't know all the details. But I think you can catch it if you're not careful. You know what I mean? All right. Anyway, I think we need to end the stream here. BG item list tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna do. Well, actually, so variant 4 item list tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time. Roughly 12 hours from now. But I don't know for sure. But all right. Anyway, it is late, so need to end the stream. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been fun. BG, time to shave? It is time to shave. I need a trim. It's getting a little scruffy. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out. If you're grinding, good luck to you. Dragon, I know you don't need the luck, because if you're anywhere near the score I'm thinking, then you are probably good. But yeah. And Gloria Man, I don't know if you're still in here or not, but thank you so much for being tonight's biggest D. And yeah, thank you to everyone else that sent over a super chat. Is always appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Wait, hold on. Laura's saying, haha, B Manny. Did B Manny say something? Is he still in here? Or are you calling someone else a B Manny? Oh, with the timeouts. Okay, I see. Got it. Alright, anyway. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Normal time. No, itemless. That's right, daytime. See you guys then, hopefully. Good night, everybody.